La prévisibilité a de la valeur. Et je sais bien que parfois l'Europe peut être regardée comme un continent qui est plus lent que d'autres. Et je crois que ça a beaucoup de valeur quand je m'exprime ici devant un parterre qui est aussi japonais. La prévisibilité a de la valeur. Et nous l'avons montré toutes ces dernières années, oserais-je dire encore ces dernières semaines, nous sommes là où vous savez que nous irons. C'est pas mal par les temps qui courent, croyez-moi. Ça a de la valeur. Parce que quand vous avez des gens qui vous disent « non, on va beaucoup plus vite », mais vous ne savez pas si après-demain ils seront encore à cet endroit, et si demain ils ne vont pas prendre une décision qui peut vous heurter, sans même vous prévenir, c'est à considérer. Nous, Européens, on vous explique ce qu'on fait. Parfois, on est peut-être un peu lent. Je dirais, on a une culture commune, on veut chercher du compromis, on est à 27. Mais on sera toujours là où vous nous attendez.
We're doing really well as a country. We're teaching people how to live in safety. We're over in Iran, we're sort of pretty much winding that up. Have to take a few more hits. We want to make sure we don't ever have them, allow them to have a nuclear weapon because they'll use it, and you see how serious they were with the conventional ballistic missiles. They have thousands of them. We've blown most of them up. You notice every week it gets a little less at us and at our allies. We've had some very good allies over there. We've had some very bad allies in NATO. I hope you're all watching that, Scott, because we had some asks, and you know, we spend trillions of dollars on NATO, and when we need them, which we never do, we didn't need them here either. To be honest, I was really asking because I wanted to see what they do. We didn't need them. We blasted the hell out of them, out of Iran, and the last thing I needed was NATO stepping in our way, because they're a paper tiger. But, so we didn't need them, but I asked anyway. And they probably think I'm the worst salesman ever. I was the worst. They would have much preferred Franklin Graham or somebody that's a good salesman than Trump, because I'd say, we'd love to have some help. Oh, President, I'm not sure that we can. Oh, that's okay. You don't want to do it? Well, if we, oh, that's okay. You don't have to do it. So he gets off, probably says, man, that was easier than I thought. Then I call up France, Macron, whose wife treats him extremely badly. And he's still recovering from the right to the jaw. And I say, Emmanuel, we'd love to have some help in the Gulf, even though we're setting records and knocking out bad people and knocking out ballistic missiles. We'd love to have some help. If you could you please send ships immediately? No. We cannot do that. No. We can do that after the war is won. They said, no, I don't need after the war is won, Emmanuel. Many of them said, we'll be there after the war is completed. And so I learned about NATO. NATO won't be there if we ever have the big one. You know what I mean by the big one. We ever have the big one, hopefully we won't. Relationships very good with the big one, better than with NATO. But they won't be there. And then in the case of NATO, they don't want to help us defend the strait, and they're the ones that need it.
We've been here before, and the case that is a historical precedent comes from 1793, believe it or not. In 1778, the United States formed an alliance with France to help the U.S. in the Revolutionary War, and the French came across the Atlantic, and they helped turn the war around. They helped the United States break away from Britain. In 1793, war breaks out again between France and Britain, and France asks George Washington for help. And George Washington basically says, good night and good luck, you're on your own. He issues what was called the Proclamation of Neutrality. And some in the political circles said that you can't do that, Mr. President. You don't have the constitutional right to withdraw from a treaty because the Constitution says treaties require 2/3 of the Senate's consent. Well, that issue has never been resolved. Presidents have, since George Washington, reneged on treaties that were ratified by the Senate. So the bottom line here is that if Trump wants to withdraw from NATO, he can do so. And even if there were ambiguity about the legality of doing so, as the commander-in-chief, he could order American troops to withdraw from Europe, which in effect would mean the end of the transatlantic alliance. I think if you're an American ally, whether it's Germany or Britain or South Korea or Japan, you have to take seriously the pronouncement of an American president that I'm reconsidering alliances. I think I might contemplate the idea of withdrawal. You have to take that seriously, have to have plan B. You have to question whether the United States is no longer the reliable ally that it has been for so many decades. That having been said, I do not expect Trump to withdraw from NATO.
C'est une parfaite illustration de ce qu'est la coopération spatiale entre le Japon et la France. Et en effet, nous sommes ici au cœur d'une préoccupation pour le spatial japonais, français, mais international. La question qui consiste à savoir comment surveiller, observer, améliorer le service pour les satellites existants, d'ailleurs aussi bien de défense que civil, et comment œuvrer à une mission d'intérêt général pour un espace durable qui est le désorbitage et la destruction des débris spatiaux qui aujourd'hui sont une vraie problématique qui a été d'ailleurs au cœur du G7 porté par le Japon et que nous mettrons au cœur aussi du G7 que la France préside cette année. Tout ça s'appuie sur aussi la relation de longue durée entre le Japon et la France en matière spatiale, les relations entre JAXA et le CNES, et donc nos deux centres nationaux qui articulent les compétences, les investissements, à la fois la recherche et le développement industriel. Merci beaucoup pour l'accueil.
C'était un grand plaisir.
Et on continue. Bravo. Merci beaucoup. Bonjour, messieurs, dames.
This way.
Bonjour. Bonjour. How are you?
これの実際のミッションで世界で初ご利用でも実際にMerci, revenez bientôt.
Merci à vous. Hein.
Merci à vous.
Super
aussi.
boulot.
Continue le combat aussi, on lâche rien.
Ne lâchez rien. Bravo.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Bon retour.
Merci à vous.
同志国との連携が一層重要になってきております。安全保障防
Et c'est ce qui fait aussi qu'il y a dans la relation entre le Japon et la France pratique que nous défendons. C'est ce qui fait que vous venez de le rappeler.
イラン情勢を含む中東情勢については、ホルムズ海峡における航行の安全の確保、重要物資の安定供給や事態の早期沈静化の重要性を確認し、引き続き緊密に意思疎通していくことで一致しました。この後、夕食を挟みながらエネルギー安全保障の観点も含め、さらに深く議論をいたします。
播报新闻是我的日常，必须时刻保持妆容和皮肤的最佳状态。当来到人生中最重要的时刻，也是 KS 逆时奇迹帮助我轻松驾驭，闪闪发光。KS 逆时奇迹活肤露全效精华、精华霜，多达5种 EGF 6大冻龄关键成分，保湿效果让我非常满意，小细纹也不再困扰我。我就是我自己的最佳女主角 ，KS 让我从容自信、光彩动人。我是我人生中的大女主，我的最爱我做主。KS 逆时奇迹系列热卖中，下单请上快点购，透过中天新闻网 App 下单立减50，或输入 CTI 推荐码有额外折扣。